Hey guys, welcome back to another makeup tutorial. I'm first starting off by taking this KEYO color correcting foundation on a damp beauty blender and buffing that all over my face. I'm then going to be going in with the Hard Candy translucent setting powder and setting the entire thing. Now going in with the NYX Black Bean Jumbo Pencil, I'm sticking that on, in this case, my left eye because we are going to be separating this look into a light and dark situation. Doesn't matter if it's going to be messy because we're going into the Black Craft palette with the Blood Rose shade on a packing brush, and I am sticking that on the upper crease. As well as going back into that same palette, we're going to be taking Nightshade and dabbing that on a dense packing blush all over the lid where we put down the Black Jumbo Pencil. And then I'm also taking that a little bit underneath the bottom waterline, still with the dense brush. I'm taking more of the Blood Rose shade on a fluffy brush and going ahead and smoking that out more. As well as on a different fluffy brush, I'm taking the shade Eerie from the same palette and I'm sticking that on the upper brow bone and underneath of the eye to kind of further smoke out as a transitional shade to all the colors. Now going with the opposite eye, in this case my right eye, the untouched eye, I'm taking the NYX Jumbo White Pencil and sticking that in the same way all over my lid. As well as going back with that same Eerie shade on a fluffy brush and fanning all those colors out. Now I'm going into the NYX Air palette with this shimmery fairy shade. This is one of the two fairy shades and I'm sticking that as a transitional color above the crease. From the same palette, I'm taking on a fluffy brush this really pretty sky blue shade and I am going to be layering that up to the desired amount that I want on the outer crease. Now going in with the Hard Candy Galactic palette, I'm taking this really pretty shimmery light blue shade and I'm sticking that right over top of where we put that blue. I'm just doing this with my finger because we are going to be going back and adding a little bit more color later on. But I thought this shade actually kind of gave it more of an icy-ish feel, and that is what I was going for. Now going back to the Black Craft palette, I'm taking Moon Phases on just the standard brush that comes with the palette, and I'm sticking that as well on the outer crease, blending it out and making sure that the transition is smooth in the creases. I don't remember where I got this shade particularly, but it's called Peacock, and it was from an independent seller. I really love the shade, so I went ahead and just stuck it on the inner crease of my eye. It very much looks like the same shade from the Galactic palette, except it's a powderized pigment instead of a shimmer cream. Now going in with the NYX white eyeliner, I am going ahead and lining the white side of the face. Now for this, I'm doing a standard winged liner look, and I am also using this to coat my eyelashes just to prep for later on when we put on the white eyelash. This step would be better suited for a white mascara, but I had trouble finding a white mascara, so I just went ahead and used the resources that I already had. When you are done with that, we're going to be doing the exact same thing on the black side except with black liner. So I'm taking this e.l.f. liquid liner and lining my eye the same way. This is an optional step because we do have a smoky eye, but when I put on false lashes, I do like to have the band security there just in case something doesn't blend out properly. I am taking a pair of Kiss lashes and I'm keeping one version, in this case the black one, on my left side. So I'm just applying that with some lash glue, and then we are going to be moving on to the white side. Now I did take the opposite one, in this case the right version of the lash, and I coated it with the NYX Jumbo White Pencil to create a white eyelash. And then I'm just applying that with the same glue. This was a little bit difficult because it did kind of make the lash stiff. We made it work and got it on there. And then you can just go back with on the band with a little bit more of the white liquid eyeliner, and you can blend it in. Now we're going to be jumping over to the lips. So I'm first starting off by taking the Wet n Wild Catsuit in black, and I am sticking that right along all of the lips, leaving this open spot in the bottom. Now later on in the video you will see that I actually do go back and create the entire bottom lip as black with the blue line going down, but for right here I took this dupe shade of white and stuck it on the bottom for an ombre effect. But yeah, for the actual makeup at the beginning of the video, I just went ahead and covered it over with the black completely, and then went back in with this Hard Candy lip topper from their unicorn line in blue. It's really pretty. It's an iridescent blue, and I just go ahead and make this single line going down the middle, the center part of my bottom lip. When we're done with that, we're going to be starting on the face, so I'm taking the Lippy Macrons in both white and gray, and I'm first sticking that down on the contour positions, and then I'm blending that out with a fluffy brush, creating this little ombre, making it more white near the hairline, and then blending it out to the white on my face. Now I'm going back in with that gray Lippy Macron and sticking that where you would be contouring the face, and I'm taking a contour brush, which wasn't the best idea. Don't do this. I should have used my fluffy brush to go ahead and do this, but it gave it a really nice effect, and I like how it turned out. So when you're done with the white side of the face, we're going to be moving on to the black side, and I'm taking the same blood rose color from the Black Craft palette that we used on the eye on a contour brush, and I'm going ahead and contouring with that on the upper hairline and on the cheekbones. Now I'm also taking that black shade that we used earlier on the same contour brush, and I'm sticking that closer to the hairline for an ombre contour look. I really liked how this turned out because the entire look is kind of like a fire and ice, if you will. For the white side, I didn't think it was dark enough, so I went ahead and placed some of the Moon Phases shade where we did the contour earlier. And I'm going ahead and just lining my tight lines and water lines with the two shades on the eyes, the Jumbo White Pencil and the Jumbo Black Pencil. I'm also taking the Jumbo White Pencil and blocking out my eyebrow with this. I thought this was actually the best thing to do. It kind of gave it more of a Jack Frost type of feel, and I'm blending out the bottom with my finger as well as the top. Now we're going to be placing some stuff over it a little later, so you don't have to worry about how messy it looks. Now just going back for the contour, I'm adding more of that Moon Phases shade to the top portion. You will see that throughout this, I kind of keep layering it up to make it a more desired effect. And then I'm also placing some more of that black pigment on the tip of my nose to kind of give it more of a frostbite and a charred look. We are then going to be starting these two little lines. If you guys have seen the videos on my channel, you would know that I love Kitsune and Komiho, so we went ahead and decided to stick two of these little lines on either side of the face. And I'm first starting off by taking the Catsuit lipstick on a very, very tiny brush. This is the brush that came with the Black Craft palette, just making really precise lines, and then I'm going back in with the liquid eyeliner with the really fine tip and straightening all of those lines out. I do this for the top and the bottom one. This is where we start the latex portion of it, so go ahead and place down some latex on your face in whatever desired position you want, and then go ahead and add some really light strands of cotton to it, and then place more latex over that. I decided to go ahead and put this on my forehead, my cheek, and later on you will notice that I have it on my neck, and that is to tie the entire look down. So I'm also placing on these gems that I found at the craft store, just because I thought it gave it more of an icier look, and they were really, really pretty to pass up. What kind of frost queen doesn't have some crystallized rock bling on her face, right? So I'm also taking that Jumbo White Pencil and carving out the side of my neck where the icy side is. And then I'm blending that out with my fluffy brush again. This is just to put more of the blues down there as well to kind of bring the look down, as I mentioned earlier. So I'm just taking all these colors on a contour brush and pretty much just like blotching them everywhere that I wanted them, and then going back into the divots of, say, my clavicle bone and placing darker colors there to go ahead and create a shadowing effect. Again, these are all of the same shades that we used on the eye and to contour with. Now normally I would say go ahead and use some tweezers for this. I did not have tweezers and I did not put too much latex down, so it was really easy to peel with my fingers. If you do decide to use tweezers, be careful because you can puncture your skin, and that is a very dangerous thing to do. So I'm just very carefully ripping out parts of the latex where I wanted there to be divots, so we can create a deepening look for wounds. When you are done with that, we're going to be taking these. I have used these in a lot of my tutorials. They're just very cheap lipsticks, oil-based lipsticks that I got from Walmart a long time ago, and I only use them for special effects because these two shades are perfect for irritation. So I first place down this bubblegum pink shade and then go back in with a burgundy shade, and then I blend them all out with a Q-tip, and it gives it more of a realistic feel. As well as going back in with a Q-tip and some black eyeshadow to place where I wanted the deepest wounds possible, and then going back in with Scabby Blood and placing those where we place down the black shade. Now you have wounds! I know this video is a little jumping around, but I decided to fill in the opposite, the black brow, with some black liquid lipstick. This is the same catsuit that we used on the lips, and then I'm placing glitter over top of the frosted eyebrow. And you can go ahead and place on some glitter by adding down some of the NYX glitter primer. I also went back and added these two little bottom lashes to the entire look, and I thought that it kind of brought it all together. After I applied the one on the white side, I went back with the jumbo white pencil and made it white. But now I'm going back in with more of that liquid white eyeliner on the top of the white side and creating the same line effect that we did on the black side, and I'm just creating two of these. I wanted to do something that tied both looks together into one. After that, I decided to finally add my highlighter, so from this Hard Candy highlighter palette, I went ahead and took the white shade and stuck that on the white side, and then I took the pink shade and stuck that on the red-black side. After that, I took a very porous sponge with some black eyeshadow, and I went ahead and dabbed that around the red-black side to give it more of a charred effect. And after that, you are done. What I did for the outfit for this entire look was that the skirt was custom made a couple years back for Halloween, the bra was altered for this tutorial, i.e. painting one half of it black and then hot gluing a bunch of extra random accessories to it. The horns were altered for this look in particular, and the entire scythe was custom made from start to finish with the help of a few friends. All of their information will be down in the description box. So if you guys liked this video, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!